men of courage, men of physical strength, men of men of true vision.
그래서 알래스카에 이제 투자할 계획을 하기 위해 공장을 사야 될 것이고 땅을 사야 기지를 만들기 위한 계획을 지금 하고 있는 거죠.
So father is moving to Alaska. Father is going to, have a center in Alaska for the fishing industry, and there shall be great deal of investment shall be made.
흔들어 줘더래. 알래스카 가서 큰 눈 속에서 뚫고 나가서 일할 자신 있어?
Hendrik, Tyler, Hendrik, what do you think? You are ready for the Alaska and for the snow and mountains and the hurricane, the mad water and the piercing and a cold wind. Are you ready for it?
정말이야 이런 거야 정말이야.
Are you really ready?
네, 그런 결의가 필요한 그런 결의를 말하는 거야. 딴 것 뭐 보다도 그런 결의가 필요.
What father needs is a determination and commitment.
네.
Nothing else. Everything else comes. Automatically comes.
나 이번에
In due course.
크라스타 가다 한 절반이다 도망갈 줄 알고 저런 생 말이야. 아이고 이제는 안식해 좀 좋겠다 이런 생각 할 줄 알았다.
And actually, when father signed Tyler to the Ocean Church head and assigned him in Gloucester, father was rather skeptical. Well, this scholarly man, I will see. I'm going to wait. Count the day. How many days this man lasts? Well, half of the season, father thought this man will be dropped out. But no, he just hang in there. And
자, 알래스카 갔다고 결심하는 거 됐다.
and then he said, now you heard it, he's ready for Alaska.
정말이야?
It is really true, Hendrik.
Sure. That great man, great guy.
Then you are becoming a great guy, right there.
그래서 그런 패스했다. 오늘로서 이제부터 카프 활동으로 무빙하는 거야.
Moving 하는 겁니까?
그래.
Then, Hendrik, you passed father test. So from this moment on, your mission is changed. You're moved out of the ocean, go to the land. Because you passed the ocean test. You go to COP.
카프 가서. 카프 가서 딱타가 들으니까 넌 무슨 딱타인가? 무슨 딱타?
예, 저 철학 박사.
성이 뭐든가?
어떤
이제,
닥터? 예, Hendrik, Tyler Hendrik.
타일러하고 말이야 스톤하고 두 딱타인데 스톤 딱타하고 타일러 하게 되면 피곤한 사람 이런 기분 난다고. 그러니까 그 두 딱타가 있어가지고 책임자는 지금까지 석 딱타가 책임자가 되고 너는 거기 아래 서서의 보조 역할을 해야 되겠다.
So there's two doctors, two PhD in the COP. One is Dr. Stone, that is Dr. Suck. Suck means stone, Suck means stone. That's why father called him Dr. Stone, Dr. Rock. So Dr. Tyler, Hendrik, Tyler, he sounds like a tired.
Tired man is Tyler.
So father doesn't want you to be tired man, So let's have Dr. Suck as a rock. Now you assisting him together, subject and object, and really become two doctors, become a leadership of COP.
너저 딱타석은 어떻게든지 못 살게 해서 훈련 빨리 시켜야 돼.
So Dr. Suck is giving you a very tough training, in COP.
이제 틀림없이 카프에 잠자려고 할 거라고. 오선 조세 못하더니 그 이상 잠들지 말라게.
And merely Tyler thinking, boy, now I can sleep. Because I lost the sleep. Now I lost the sleep entire summer. No, father said, even harsher, lack of sleeping hour in the COP. COP should be even harsher than the Ocean Church standard.
이렇게 해가지고 왜 이래야 되느냐? 아래는 딱 오션 처치가 뭐 들고 카프 활동이 뭐 들고 협회 활동이 뭐 들고 다 알지 않으면 선생님을 모르는 거야.
So,
선생님이 접근할 수 없는 거야.
You see, unless you know why we do this, unless you know Ocean Church, Ocean, and COP, and everything the Father does, you have no way to understand Father.
너희들이 지금까지 투르 페렌트고 어떻게 컴바이닝 위드 하트는 말을 하고 있는데 말이야. 그 접근한 방법은 절대 지금까지 태어난데 이와 같은 일을 통해서 내가 이를 사랑함으로 말미암아 자연히 부모님과 하트의 심정에 가까운 길 외에는 없다 그런 거예요.
So now, so far, you are thinking about uniting what true parents' heart. You talk about it, but how can you do it? You cannot do it by reason, by logic, sitting in front of a TV set. You cannot do it. You only live together with true parent and only suffer together, work hard together with true parent. Then you know his heart.
오션 처치가 얼마나 힘들다가 할 때
Ocean Church,
선생님은
not
이렇게
easy.
피할 수 있는 거야.
Ocean Church,
카프 얼마나 치열한 투쟁을 할 때
카프.
공산주의에 대한 선생님이 얼마나 핍박을 받다는 거 얼마나 고생을 하는 거야.
very tough COP movement. And also through COP, you can see the manners of communism. Furthermore, you can see that how much Father suffered by the communists.
전도 그래 환대진이 얼마나 힘들든 선생님이 경제 문제를 대해서 얼마나 고생했든
And
또 전도가 얼마나
You
힘들든
do MFT, fundraising. You just don't know how much Father suffered because of the money. Money doesn't come by, freely. You gotta create every penny.
또 전도
And what about witnessing?
한 생명을 구하기 얼마나 힘들다고 볼 때
No,
선생님이 어느 날 이제 이만한 기말을 닥쳐서 얼마나 수고했던 걸 아는 거예요. 아는으로 말미암아 심정적 측정이 좌우되는 것이다.
To save one life, you know how difficult that is. To bring one life to the resurrection, the witnessing is so difficult. Now, knowing that Father laid this much foundation throughout the world, you know how hard Father worked.
그 일밖에 없다.
And that's the only way, by living,
미국의
suffering together.
오래된 책임자라는 사람들은 말이야. 그런 관점에서 우리는 미국 사고방식은 달라. 전문 분야를 하기는 한 가지밖에 모르는 우리에게는 딴 거 못 되고 앉았다.
We, unification leaders of America, must not think any other way other than the Father's way. Sometimes you think, well, the American way of life is pragmatic and we are systematic. We just one thing at the time. There's no such a thing, one thing at the time.
그래서 이제부터의 인사정을 지그재그.
So therefore, Father is just a zigzagging personality, personal assignment. That means you will experience, you rotating around.
자, 이제 여기 있는 너들은 언제 아프리카 책임으로 임명될지 모른다고.
For example, you never know when you are assigned to Africa.
아프리카는 싫어.
Then, oh no, Father, everything else is okay, but except Africa or Alaska.
저 페리케들 같은 사람 제일 작은 나라를 보내면 얼마나 구경거리 그게 구경거리에 전도되는 거예요. 가서.
So Perry Cordell, for example, Father will send the African nation, small country where the small people live, and so it becomes such a contrast. And just walking around the country is already a controversy.
자, 그러니까 그것이 그 전도가 되는 거야.
So
그
people,
사람이 좋은 사람이야. 그래서 그 나라가 완전 돌아.
and people immediately knew Perry Cordell, giant, came to our country, and as soon as they recognized a good man, then already you won the nation.
그래서 여러 가지 다양한 활동을 통해서 우리는 빠른 세일 내에 2000년 동안 기독교 하나만을 통해 가지고 2000년 동안 기독교 문화를 일으켜 우리가 다방면의 사업을 통해 가지고 몇십 년 동안의 기독교 문화권을 능가할 수 있는 기반을 이미 선생님이 일생 내에 닦았다는 사실을 알아요.
I
놀라운
want you to
사실이에요.
understand, Christianity for 2,000 years they go only one narrow way, witnessing and spreading the message. But unification movement does not go only one way; it goes 360-degree way, all direction, and harmoniously joined together, bring one common result. This is the way, in the shortest possible time of only several decades, Father will lay the greater foundation than the 2,000-year-old Christianity.
그래서
Do you follow?
그 위대한 사고방식.
This is a great way of thinking. This is a great idea, great philosophy, great commitment.
그런 생각을 하는 사람이 없습니다.
That no one in history has thought about that kind of thinking.
하나님을 생각할 때 하나님이 아이고 종교만을 통해 가지고 하나님을 생각했다는 것보다 우리는 다방면을 통해서 종교 이상의 하나님을 사랑할 수 있는 길을 모색하자는 길을 볼 때 하나님이 그것을 박수하고 환영하게 돼 있지 비판하고 환영하게 돼 있느냐 말이야.
Think about it. Put yourself in the position of God. God is not just a pastor. God is not a just religious man, personality. No, God is a full personality, all personality. When God sees that someone trying to apply His principle, going the 360-degree direction, and every different message combine and harmonize together, they bring out the ultimate victory, that Father will applaud. And really, God will be excited.
하나님을 볼 때는 나는 대표님을 제일 좋아한다고 역사상에 세계 인류 어떤 사람과도 다 버려도 너만 이런 결론을 낼 수 있다.
And God has to come to the conclusion. I'm crazy about Reverend Moon. Because this is the man. who really understand me and knowing me, doing my thing, first time in history, human history. And just God, it just pledges the entire support to this one man who does his will, and the Reverend Moon. No question.
자, 그래서 우리 사상적인 면의 최고, 테크놀로지 면에서 최고, 그다음에 경제 면의 최고, 언론의 최고의 자리를 우리는 이미 기반
So
닦아나고 있습니다.
we are moving up to the second to none position, in witnessing position, of course, in ideological position, in academic position, technological position, media area, and culture area. It doesn't make a difference. Every area, Father is becoming a second to none movement.
그 안에서
Do you follow?
너들이 그걸 프라우드로 생각해야 돼.
And you've got to think of it as a pride
그걸 프라우드
of
생각해.
Moonies, Unification Church. You're
Moonies
proud
and
to be.
Moonies leader.
And not only just the ordinary Moonies, you are the leaders of the Moonies.
그렇기 때문에 그런 관점에서 세상을 내려다.
So from that standpoint, you look down, look around the world.
얼른 와라. 그렇기 때문에 그런 배짱을 미국 정부와 이 2억 4천만 자유세계를 지도하는 미국을 내 혼자
And from that point, from that position, Father will say to the United States, please come. Are you going to make a showdown with me? Please come. Father has said peacefully, confronting the United States. Even
다
240 million people.
비웃고 다 레브런을 성질하고 다 했지만 10년 이내에 벌써 이미 레브런을 반대의 자리에서 자기들의 잘못했고 레브런을 성공했다는 이런 모든 고위층에서 판정승을 하고 있다는 사실을
What
알아야
is
되는
the United States of America did to the Reverend Moon? They ridiculed him. They laughed at him. They scornful at him for 10 years. But automatically, 10 years later, even highest possible leadership of this country, rethink. Thinking now, Reverend Moon succeeded. Reverend Moon is indispensable. Reverend Moon is needed by this country. And they see now only hope come from the Reverend Moon. And this is the highest formed opinion.
너들은 어떻게? 너 문이 자신들은 어떻게 생각해?
What about then? Mooney yourself. Huh? What kind of people you are? What about you think about Father?
그 너들의 선생님들 그렇게 생각해?
You think that the Father is such the unique hope to America and to the world? Yes or no?
너들보다 더 고위층에 있는 사람이 너들 이상을 인정하고 들어오는 시대가 왔다는 사실을 알아야 돼.
But the amazing thing is that more than the Moonies and the leaders of the Moonies, those high-level leadership of the nation and the world, because they knew, they tested out all other things, they now come to the conclusion much stauncher,
그
much
사람들이
more
그
intensive
사람들이
conclusion.
들어와서 너들을 칭찬하고 너들을 숭배할 수 있는 이런 기반을 내가 단신내 닥치에 갖게 하는 걸 느끼는데 닥치만은 너들을 참한 분명히
Those people are paying attention to Father, paying attention to Father. Those people are now saying that now there is a hope. When they come in and asking Father's help, Father would like to present you proudly. This is my people. Learn from them.
자, 그
The day of
사람들은
season.
모든 각 분의 전문분의 체험하고 세계적 무대에서 활동해서 희망 없던 절망 가운데 결을 한 그 경험자들이 들어오기 때문에 너들을 앞세갈 수 있는 이런 눈앞에 목표로 살아갔다는 사실을 생각했던 너들을 훈련을 서두르지 않게 만든다는 선생님의 조그만 나무라 아니더라.
Those people who are coming into Father for guidance and for way of life, these people are great leadership, already experienced leadership. They know about the world. They know how to deal with the world far more than you do. For that reason, Father do not want you to get behind from these people. Father wants you to get trained.
자, 그때
You
그들
be in a
앞에
position to lead.
당신은 한 분의 전문을 하던 우리는 이런 일도 했고 이런 일도 했고 이런 일도 했고 오션 저티 카프 활동 칼출한 합던 뭐 파리시 뭐 활동 여러 포리티컬 뭐 에코노미컬 모든 분야에서 경험이
Then what is going to be your pride when these people come in? Your pride would be, well, you may be a professional in some certain area, but look at us. We are the professional in many areas. We experience in the fundraising, how to make money. We experience in business. We experience in the ocean. We experience in the land. We experience in diplomacy. We experience in the academic world, the cultural world, everywhere. You name it. We got it. We got it. We got the experience, wholesome experience.
그때 너들이 정말 하자면 센터 시골에서 그 해결만을 장악할 수 있는 그런 인격이 그때 필요하다는 걸 알아야 된다.
And I want you to know that time come, your leadership, experienced leadership guided by Father, really strengthened and seasoned by Father, the leadership, shall be shining when these people come in contact with you, boy, these Reverend Moon's people are really trained people.
예를 들어 국회의원, 상원의원 이 사람들이 앞으로 있어서 자기 후계자들 너들 문의들 그 지방 대표 이런 경력자를 내세우고 가갔다고 생각해서 100사람의 결론이 더라고요.
Those congressmen and the senators will feel for future America, these Moon young people are the future. I want to give my position to them. I want to use them my assistant. Eventually they succeed me. I want to give it my mission to them. Time will come. They will think,
그런 딸을 하나의 표적으로 하고 너희들을 훈련시키고 있다는 사실 아니죠.
that's the kind of vision Father has. And that's the target. And that's the standard Father would like you to become.
그래서 어디 보냐 천대받고 말이야. 무시한 이런 사람들 어디 가나 존경만 쓰는 사람들이잖아.
So those who've been ridiculed, have been looked down, and who have been embarrassed all the time, no. But time will come, those people, you, who will become respected, loved, and followed.
자, 선생님과 종교 학자 세계에서 선생님을 존경하는 사람 많다고요. 종교계에서 모든 초정파적인 선생님을 존경하는 사람 많다고요.
There are many people in
모든
religious world.
경제인, 모든 문화인, 모든 언론인까지도 존경할 수 있는 환경의 판국이 되어가고 있다.
I want you to understand there are so many areas, the most distinguished leadership, academic field and the religious field, they are admiring Father. They really see Father as a tower of strength. And the economic field and the diplomatic field, the political field. And not only this country, but around the world.
자, 레브런 문 앞에 지도받던 사람은 레브런 문은 완전히 하지 못하지만은 그런 분야의 방향과 그런 문화의 그런 방향의 그런 기초 작업은 다 된 인격이라 보고 있다는 사실을
I
보고
want you to
들어보고 있다는
understand.
사실을.
You just merely presenting as a disciple of Reverend Moon, they assume you're kind of people they will see, they expect from Reverend Moon. May not be perfect, but at least they see you, in you, the Reverend Moon personality.
자, 그때 너희들이 당신도 유명한 경험한 한드레이 중에 전통적인 역사인데 당신 한번 해보가서 장관을 그 부대를 가르쳐주는 그럴 수 있는 때가 오는 거예요.
Time will come, all right? You want to join? All right, come. All right, the tradition of Unification Church, starting from the fundraising, MFT. All right, I'll teach you how to raise fund and a fund. You know, you can bring the cabinet member down the street and teach them how to raise funds.
또 전도하는 거 전도를 알지? 그럼 그럼.
You know, Unification Church tradition is witnessing. All right, you know that is a tradition. Don't you want to go? Yes, you come, and I'll teach you how to witness.
그다음 외교 문제.
Also, and you know, diplomacy, the diplomatic mission. All right, I'll let you know how to do it.
자, 그다음에 조직.
How about organization? All right, you want to do the organization? All right, let me do it, and you follow me.
선전.
How about propaganda? All right, and the advertising? Sure, we can do it. PR? Yes.
여 사람 놓고는 비서부 딴 사람 10사람 한 사람부터 될 텐데 누가 10사람 한 사람 잘하지?
So they see immediately, boy, this one man, almost like a 10 professional in one. So instead of using 10 people, I rather hire this one man and most committed, sincere, experienced. And they will think in that fashion.
알게 되면 제2인자 자리에 누구든 어떤 높은 지도자 앞에 서더라도 2인자 자리를 전부 다 점령할 수 있는 틀림없는 사람들이라고 생각할 수 없다.
That means you will be occupying the second position all the time. In other words, chief of staff position. Because they want to become influencing every different mission. You know, they'll be their head, then they will put you in a second position. To handle them all, eventually they give their mission to you.
나머지 자식들 그런 선생님의 생각은 모르고 자기들이 야만한 생각가지고 아메리칸
This is the way Father thinks. And American people oftentimes misunderstand how Father thinks. And you are bogged down to the trivial, bogged down to the small trivial matter. You know, because no wonder, because you are thinking in this narrow angle. When Father look at Father thinks 360 degrees. So no comparison.
The American eyes look like the mystery man.
So in American eyes, Father appears to be a mystery man.
그래, 너 미스터리맨 될래? 완 디렉션 될래? 360 degree 디렉션 가진 사람들.
So what kind of men and women would you like to become? And a narrow-minded man or a 360 degree man?
360 degree 쉬워?
Is that easy?
쉬울 게 뭐야, 이 녀석들아. 그래서 저 지금 토론하도 지금 저 녀석 저 CP 아들한테 이제 딴 데 이제 이동할지 모르겠다.
So Paul Warner has been doing a shipyard mission, and maybe Father is giving you another mission.
이제 어디로 보낼까?
Father is thinking where I can send him.
지하조직 처음부터 통일교회 지하조직 운동하는 데 있어서의 말이야 책임자로 보낼지 모르지.
Maybe he is a very best man for probably underground organization, underground, worldwide. And
어때?
how about to Paul? Paul, what would you say to Father?
Anything, everything. 그대서 그런 생각하는 거야. 선생님 그런 생각하는 거야.
Yes. Father is thinking in that fashion. Anything and everything.
지금 우리 통일교회원들이 안 들어간 적 없어. 전부 다 한국도 세틀라이트 컨트리는 물론이고 전부 다 뭐 레드 차이나 소비에트 무슨 모스크바 다 들어가 있다.
So there's no area that the Father's mission has not been infiltrated. You know, Father's people everywhere. Communist country, Eastern satellite countries, Moscow, and Peking, North Korea, doesn't make a difference. Everywhere.
그 언제?
When Father did that all.
그 너희들 그거 생각이나 했어?
You have not even thought about that.
너를 생각하지 않은 일을 지금 얼마든지 하고 있다는 사실을.
Father doing things you don't even dream of. Things happening.
그러니까 너희들 따라가기에 바쁘고 알기에 바쁠 일을 선생님이 단실내 했다는 놀라운 사실을 감사할 줄 알아야 돼.
I want you to be grateful, thankful, without complaint. Saying, Father doing something extraordinary. I had never even thought about it. I've even knowing it, but Father's done it. Not just think about it. Father's done it.
그러면 너희들이 뭐 편안한 자리에 있어 가지고 너희들이 편할 때 선생님 편안할까는 말이야.
So when you are trying to be relaxed and trying to be slow down yourself and trying to be very comfortable, no, Father doesn't look forward to such a thing.
자, 그래서
Father never becomes.
수산사업계에서도 이제 레브런 문은 뭐냐면 헤레틱이라는 말이 나오게 됐다 이거야.
So even fishing industry, Reverend Moon turned out to be a heretic, super heretic.
이렇게 됐다.
Because it doesn't apply the secular kind of principle. Father apply his
악을
principle.
대표한 사람들은 그렇게 나오는 거야.
Yes. So then those who represent God in every field turn out to be heretic in that field because it doesn't apply to the old fashion.
자, 그러면 이제 알겠어? 되게 틀림없이 세계적 수산 기반은 우리 레브런 문 선생님이 갖는 거고 우리 레브런 문 따르는 문의가 갖는 거다 하는 것은 결정적 결론인 것을 틀림없이 알아야 되겠다.
It is already concluded in the future that the fishing industry of the world is come under Father dominion, and it is a Mooney dominion. Therefore, it shall be our dominion, our domain. We shall conquer that area. We shall be successful with it because Father is a commander-in-chief.
자, 그래서 한 가지 내가 이제 여기서 이제 뭐라 할까? 교훈을 남겨주고 싶습니다.
So, for this meeting, Father would like to leave with you some slogan or motto.
물을 사랑해라. 물을 사랑해라.
Love water. Love water. You love water.
그래서
Amen. Repeat after Father. Love water. Love water. Love water.
전부가 이 생명의 근원에 대해서
That is water.
3분의 3이 물이야.
So,
3분의 2가 우리 몸체 4분의 3이 물이야. 몸체.
3/4 of our body is liquid. It's water. So, water represents life, source of life.
그래서 사람도 이렇게 되기 때문에 하나님이 참지의 하나님이기 때문에 땅보단 물을 많게 했구나. 물이 적어도 큰일 났겠라.
The body has more water than the masses. For that reason, when God created the world, God put the more water in the universe than the land masses.
그 땅보다 적어도 큰일 나지.
So if the water is smaller than in quantity, smaller in quantity than the land, it would have been a trouble, great problem.
물을 사랑하라는 그 오션 처치에서는 지극히 흡사한 말이요.
Love water. This is the Ocean Church slogan and every Mooney slogan.
그래서
Love water.
그래, 너들 매일같이 물 먹지. 이거 뭘 먹나?
So when you drink something, what would you drink basically?
물은 오렌지 주스란 말이야. 물이야.
It is orange juice, but actually basically water.
그럼 물 먹는 거야.
Well, when you drink your water, you say, love water, then drink it.
자, 코카콜라 먹을 때는 뭐야?
When you drink Coca-Cola, what do you drink actually?
대부분
Basically?
뭐야?
Huh? What is the main content of it? Water. Love water.
그렇기 때문에 러브를 못하기 때문에 변사 가서 요즘 룸에서도 말이야. 그 물에서 싸게 될 때 그 물이 뛰더라도 러브 워터 하게 되면
Even in a bathroom, when you urinate yourself and water to jump on your face and sometime, then you say love water.
오, that's true. 그런 이론이 필요한 거야.
Perfectly logical. Nothing disturbed.
자, 그러면 물을 사랑하지 않겠다는 사람 손 들어보라.
Those who don't want to love water, raise hand, please.
그러고서 때려 죽여라.
Then, that person should go to hell and get him out and execute out there.
자, 그만하면 이제 오션 처치에 대해서 정리라든가 확실히 쏙 들어갔어?
So you know now the Ocean Church concept, spirit, and the vision. Yes or no?
Yes. 물이 부른다 할 때는 의없다야. 물이
So when
부른다야.
the water, the loving water calling you, no excuses.
그래?
The answer is yes.
그래.
Be there.
여자들은 어디 여자?
How about women? Women don't love water?
Yes. Yes.
You do. Yes. You love water. Amen.
여자는 저도 그 물이요. 또 한 달에 한 번씩 물을 전부 다 낳는 거라고.
So you have more water than men, women. You have your bosom, more water. You're feeding your baby with water, Also your body has a whole system is more water. Without it, when you have a baby, there's a mother's womb, there's liquid circumstances. I mean, the whole environment is liquid.
한 달에 한 번씩 그래서 물을 낳는
And, you have a period. You're giving a birth to water every month. You have a period.
물을 사랑해야 된다.
Well, that's all the water too. Blood is the water. And you love water.
의 있어?
Any exception? Agree with father, yes or no?
Yes.
Women, yes or no?
누르가 예스. 누르가 와. 누르. 예스. 누르가. 선생님 눈이 작당 눈을 보는데 작당만 볼 줄 알아?
Don't ever underestimate father's eyes. Father's eyes is very narrow. You think father never see us too well. On the contrary, father see you in depth, piercing you. Father see your heart. So don't underestimate father's eyes.
자, 그럼 이제 오션 처치 프로그램 이제 한 씬은 말이야. 패스하고 그다음 다음 씬으로 들어가자. 응?
So this is the chapter 1, Ocean Church chapter. Most important chapter, prime chapter. Now this conference, this chapter 1 is over. Let's move on to second chapter.
자, 그다음에 이제 호놀박 이제 카우사 활동을 중심 삼아 가지고 활동하는 모든 내용을 요즘에 근자의 와싱턴 가에서 벌어지는 사실, 모스크바 갔다 온 사실 이걸 전반적인 것을 좀 얘기를 해줘라.
Father now instructed Mr. Colonel Park to give an overall report in his area. My area is primarily in Khausa international movement, Khausa movement, and the media movement, with the Washington Times and the New York Tribune and those areas.
자, 이제 집에 바로 들어가자.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Then we just break up this meeting in a minute. 5 minutes. Everybody going inside now. Inside, because sunshine is too much.
This is the place more than the outside.
Appreciate it more after you.
The father's watch is wearing a particular watch our company, father's company has made, and probably one of the best craftsmanship as far as watch is concerned. So let me now then give you the overall report. I will give you overall report and a specific area. I'd like to have a few of our brothers give just a concise, to the point report. Their realistic, their actual the commitment, their vision, and their vision that how Father's vision is fulfilling in their respective area. I will give an overall response to you. Again, I went to Provincetown. This particular summer, I didn't have much opportunity to go out to the ocean with Father. But I go to the Provincetown primarily for reporting, to receive the instruction from Father, and come out and fulfill that responsibility. That was basically what I've been doing this summer. Whenever I went up to Provincetown to see Father, such a dark face, dark feet, dark hand, the living Father engaged in Provincetown is incredible, unthinkable. I don't think anybody in decent mind in our world today, anybody out there, even media or not, they would never even think in one moment the Reverend Moon is living that kind of life. Basically, what kind of life? Life of torture, self-discipline, pushing himself to the extreme. And the Oyamata, Mr. Oyama just stated, to me that, you see, this body is just so now trained, this entire 3-month summer in Provincetown, virtually he slept every 2 hours a day. He was absolutely amazed his body can continue. My son spent with Father 85 days this summer, and because school is ready, Father released all the black children. He told me just one thing. Daddy, the following true parent is a special energy. I never thought in my life I can live like that. 2 hours, basically 2-3 hours sleep at night. And always out in a hot ocean. Again, without bathroom. But he said, it's such a great pleasure and greatly pride that I spend the summer with Father. I again go back to school with the confidence now that I can do anything and everything the Father assigned me to do. Then when Mr. Oyamada slept average less than 2 hours, I want to understand Father slept much less. Also, the members, get so tired during the day, they become sluggish. Sometimes they doze. Sometimes they sit on the couch or sometimes sit on the hot sun, still recuperate. Not once, not Father. When going up to Provincetown, humble myself, really humble myself, saying that, boy, 1,000 years, I never even keep up with Father's pace. I just surrender, period. I tell you, I surrender. The number one feeling, whenever I go up to Provincetown, the number one feeling is I surrender total. Father, do your will. I'm just so inadequate. I'm not worthy of to come to see you. That's the feeling. Father ate such a humble meal, just a simple rice ball during the lunch. That's all. In the breakfast, such a simple. And Father eating place is kitchen. In the kitchen dinette. Father and Mother, just all kind of cooking going on, and members in and out. Right there, Father eat 2 meals every day. So in the morning, already, normally regardless, Father went to bed sometimes, speaking to Japanese members at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, go to bed, 3 o'clock, almost virtually 3 o'clock, but 4:30, Father's already down, ready to go. I tell you, it's a humbling experience. That's number one experience and a feeling I had. 2, do not ever think Father is just doing tuna fishing. Many people think, oh, it's a fashionable. Well, going up to summertime, rich people going up with yacht and doing the fishing, that was a fashionable thing to do. They look at Reverend Moon, and he just so much money, and he just have a yacht, and spending a summer in such a fashionable way, some people might think. But you and I know, already we know. But I want to show you once again, when Father going out in the ocean, watch out. Because the most important thing in the world happened while Father is in the ocean. Remember, 1976, the greatest of all our movement has ever done, Washington Monument Rally. Father was in the ocean because he just relaxed and forget? No. He was spending more mental energy than any members and entire members combined in that ocean. That's why we won the victory in the Washington Monument. After June the 1st, Yankee Stadium, only 3 months, September 18, we got this incredible victory. Why? Not because our members run fast, but because it's an impossible game to do that kind of rally without having 2 years preparation. But Father did it in 3 months. Why? Because such a concentration of energy, mental energy. And there's so many episodes, as you know. Father just virtually collapsed in the bathroom and hurt himself. And the blood came out of his face. But actually, that would not have known to anybody unless Father get hurt. Because Father will never tell even to the mother. Because Father does not want to, unnecessarily incur the worries from mother. But because of Father's scar, mother just constantly asking, what happened to Father? Then Father revealed. And just collapsed in the bathroom. And sometime he went to the bathroom. Actually, he thought he was releasing himself, urinating himself, but actually doing the entirely different direction he was urinating. And it's such an embarrassing situation, actually. But you and I know where Father's concentration is. So I always have an awesome fear that whenever Father goes to ocean, big thing happen, important thing happen in the worldwide scale. The tip, world will tip the difference. It's like a tug of war. And the Father's pulling spiritual, the tug of war. By doing so, world can be pulled. So my testimony to Japanese members in the Gloucester, I said, Provincetown, I said, do not ever think Father is doing the tuna fishing in Provincetown. No. Father is fishing the world, fishing the universe. Father is fishing, tug of war, with the universal showdown. The best place the human spirit can be tested is ocean. Now you heard all the testimony. So in the ocean environment, Father is really testing himself against odds. In that victory, Father is turning the world upside down and right side up. The ancient legend in China, there was a famous prime minister. We call it Kang Taegong, nobleman Kang. He went to fishing, but the legend said he was fishing with the straight needle. Straight needle. You cannot hook any fish with a straight needle. But he was there fishing day after day. He was not fishing the fish in the pond. He was fishing the nation. At that time, Chinese philosophy, they called their nation Chunha. Chunha means heaven and earth. It's just total universe. He was fishing. He was knowing, concentrating how the nation should be. I know my nation will need me. I'm ready to be the leadership of this nation. He was preparing himself, he was hunting himself for the universe, for the nation. This is a symbolic legend in the Chinese philosophy. Father does not use the straight needle. Father is a realistic hook. And really, Father is actually battling over tuna. But each tuna has a meaning. And each tuna Father caught, there's some victory in a worldwide scale. That's the way I always see. So Each tuna sometimes represents a continent, sometimes represents a nation. It's incredible symbolism. I always read in Father's Act. So when I go to P-Town, I always put myself in an odd position to myself, saying that Father is doing the most important thing for the sake of the universal restoration. Nowhere Father can concentrate more than ocean. Incredible. How can any man go out at 4:30 in the morning, coming back very late at night, speaking many more hours, all day long, sitting in that hard chair, that's, just going like this, boat going like this all day long. It's a testament endurance, perseverance. But Father is thinking nothing but God will, His providence. And the Father is reading everything going on in our world in that ocean. Father's antenna was highest when Father goes out the ocean. That's the way I see it. And for that reason, when I go up to the P-Town, I always feel I am Father's fishing rod to fish the world. The Father using me as a rod or rope. So I am the one running out of the nation, one nation after another, one government after another, one politician after another, one important leader after another. I'm looking at realistically as that they are the tuna, Father tuna, and I'm the rope, connecting Father and them. This is a basic mental concept I work during the summer. Yes, I really push myself, but not even 1/10 of Father is pushing himself. But still, Spirit is with him. And I know that Father's Spirit is with me, and I know that a certain important victory shall be won during this summer. And we did. We did. So many ways, the victory has won. For the sake of this nation and sake of the world. So I'm going to give you a brief summary of all the victories Father is winning around the world. Simply because it's happening, because central point, central figure, central being, light and energy coming out, beaming out is Father. And coming our P-Town, in the ocean, in a New Hope boat. That's the center of the universe. That's the center of the universe, no question about it. First of all, we know ourselves by our enemy. Our enemy is many, many echelons, but basically our world is battling against communism. In this summer, the communistic world has shown incredible uncertainty and incredible reaction to the things that Father is doing. First of all, the newspaper, Russian newspaper Pravda, criticized openly the Father's newspaper, Washington Times, in front page story. That the 22-inch story of Pravda means truth. 22-inch story, I translate into this is so rare. And Albert Wick, professor, who is writing a special column for the New York Tribune, wrote this. It's very interesting to you. The Washington Times on June 25 enjoyed, this is the day Korean War broke out, the same day, enjoyed a circulation well over 10 million in the USSR. 10 million people knew about Washington Times that day. This is the day Pravda ran a 22-inch story on what is called sensationalistic newspaper. That read, it said, like the scenario of a Hitchcock film. For Russia, Father is like a Hitchcock. Father is a scary movie for them. It's a nightmare for them. Impossible thing happening. You know, they criticize in the film, in this article say, Reverend Moon is like a Hitchcock movie maker and thriller, the scary movie, and to scare out everybody. This is their criticism. And if this story written by veteran columnist Velalda, the Ovinchnikov, likewise, that's the name of the person who wrote, was carried in other 8,000 Soviet newspapers. This Pravda is reprinted in 8,000 Soviet newspapers. As Pravda stories often are, upward to 180 million Soviet readers got acquainted with the Washington Times. 180 million Soviet people know that one day, because of this article, Washington Times. Why did they do that? Because Washington Times is their foremost enemy of Soviet-Russian cause. Particularly in this article, criticize the Washington Times point of view about Central America. This is another area Father doing Central America, the salvational crusade